I'm going through traffic or whatever. And here they come behind me going through traffic. They can't see in my whip. I can't see inside theirs. And I've been trying my best not to get upset when I have Lucas with me, because if you have a boyfriend that you know is just off his fucking rocker, you try your best. If you're a good girlfriend, there's a lot of girls out there that put their boyfriends in bad situations, you know, like just want to get into it with everybody and not thinking of the safety of you and your boyfriend, knowing the fact that he got to defend you. So I be trying my best, because ever since, you know, him and that man got out the car and, you know, danced together, was that a month ago, y'all? I still got PTSD because it scared me, because you never know, like when somebody open a door and get out their car, you just never know what they doing. But they both hopped out the car and did their shit or whatever. The man left on the, we left and he was on the floor. It was just too much. But anyways, y'all, so I'm like, okay, I'm with Lucas, like I just don't have time for no road rage. So I guess whoever was driving got on the side of me and rolled their window down. But I kind of seen them, but I really didn't like pay attention. And then Lucas like, slow down. And I'm like, why? And he was like, cause he was like, some niggas just let their window down. Like, let me see what they talking about. And I'm like, what? Lo and behold, it's this black Mercedes. I'm like, do they think I'm on some bullshit? I'm like, I'm just driving fast like them. Like, I'm just trying to get through traffic. It's no pressure. Like, I just feel like everybody be on 10 or whatever. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm trying to lose them. I didn't even pull up, because now I can see they hitting every turn that I'm hitting. And I'm like, wait, are they following us? So then, you know, I'm just trying, y'all. I'm just trying my best to like, just not make it nothing. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, we didn't been through too much shit then popped off. And I just be feeling like, dude, today is not today. So boom, here we go. I'm just hitting rights, and they hitting rights with us. I'm like, okay, like, all right, fuck it. Like, now you're bothering me because you think I'm a white person in this car. I can't see inside your shit, but now you just doing too fucking much for me. So here go Lucas. He like, get on the side and let the window down. Y'all, I'm locking windows. I'm like, I'm not letting the window down. I said, no, we're not letting the window down. I said, because we're not about to argue with nobody. Let's just see what they on. He stopped telling me what to do. Like, dude, don't you do that with your friends. I'm so sick and tired. Like, y'all don't know. Like, if you ain't been here for the story times, you just don't really know. I done been through enough stuff. The police coming and everything. Like, I'm past that. Like, I got stories for days. I don't need it happening over and over and over. So he like, let the window down, and I'm like, no. So my window is like cracked. You can kind of see my braids or whatever. And they pull up, like they go hella fast. They get all in front of me, then get back over, and then boom, they stop at the light. It's a car in front of them. It's a car in front of my lane. So of course we finna be side by side. And I'm just like, oh Lord. So I see that it's whatever. And they didn't roll their window down, but they like rolled rolled the window down. Like the sun was shining in like their car, so you can kind of see their shadows. Like, roll the window down. And I'm like this, y'all. I got my hand on the steering wheel, and I'm just looking like this. And I'm just looking at them whole time. I'm not even paying attention to what Luke is doing. But I think their tent was a little darker than ours. So I was telling Lucas, I was like, they can see us because we can see them because the sun is shining in both of our. So the dude, he like in the driver's seat. The passenger, I swear to God, the passenger wasn't really doing nothing. The passenger was like looking over, and it was looking straight, and then looking at the person in the driver's side, and it was looking over. And I was just looking, just making sure like nobody was finna do nothing. And as I'm turning my face, I damn near hit Lucas' face. He damn near in the front on my side of the fucking seat. And he like this. So I'm like, they can see you. He like, I know, I can see them too. I'm like, okay, let's just make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people be wanting, they be asking for it, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't be wanting it. So I'm just, y'all, Right hand on God. That boy was looking. He was looking. He looked. And then he just turned around and sat back. The light was like a minute long. And I just kept looking back over. I said, not you told somebody to roll their window down. Because you might have seen some box braids off the little, you know, passing real quick. Now that you see it's a man who's just staring into your soul, now you back to chilling. Now you going straight. Now you gone. You just fucking gone. Now, I just turned around and looked and he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, that's it and that's all. I was like, what? I was like, well, let me have been by myself. Let it have been just me. They would have been Iron Man, Superman, so fucking hard. Just like I accidentally almost, you know what I'm saying? This man was walking. Y'all accidentally, accidentally almost, because I couldn't see out my tent or whatever. And then I rolled down the window and I'm like, I am so sorry, sir. I did not see you. Y'all, he looked in the car first, right? And then he was like, bitch, you need your driver's license taken away. Bitch, you need your driver's license taken away. You only started doing that because I'm by myself. Literally, you only started doing that because I'm by myself. And I just started dying laughing. Because I'm like, boy, I said I'm sorry. Like, he was so fucking mad. Then he was on the phone, right? He told somebody on the phone, he's like, no, I'm talking to this bitch. She need her driver's license taken away. And you need yours because you're walking. So, anyways, y'all. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy today, though. And then I was like, my whole thing is if you gonna be with that shit, you know what I'm saying? If you gonna be with that shit all the way. Don't pick and choose your battles. Cause if it was just me in that car today, they would have thought something. Like they would have felt like, you know what I'm saying? But because it was a man in the car, y'all not so tough. What? And but the thing was the passenger, and then Luke's talking about something, then you gotta look. I really, TikTok don't let you say what the fuck you want to say. But basically, he was saying you got somebody who ain't with it riding with you. But, like, all it took was a stare. And then you just, I swear to God, y'all, he just turned back around. And we just like, yeah, are we having a stare off? What are we doing? Because y'all are men. Y'all not about to argue. Like, what happened? So, as I'm driving, I'm asking Lucas, I'm like, did I do something on the road? Like, did I do something to make him, like, trip with me? And he was like, it's just how you drive. And, like, niggas just need to mind their business, that's all. And I was like, what you mean, like, how I'm driving? He was like, he was driving fast and you was driving fast. So he felt like, I don't know, niggas be bitch, they be hoes. I was like, okay, because I'm confused. Like, fuck, you're mad. Because remember I told y'all at that light when that girl pulled that thing out on me? I didn't know what the issue was. That's why I let my window down, bitch. It's a car full of y'all hoes. Baby, if you ain't never seen a bitch have heart, you looking at one. I don't give a fuck how many of y'all is in that car. What happened? Like, what's the issue? So, me, I'm all out the window. They all behind me screaming, so I put my hand out the window. I'm like, come on the side. Like, come on the side of me. So now they amp. They like, oh, it's a bitch with nails. Like, we deep in this bitch. Like, she ain't finna do nothing. So I know they got hyped when they see my nails out that window. I know they was like, oh, that's a bitch. That's a bitch. That's a bitch. Let's get on that. We pull up to the light. I was like, what? Excuse me. I was like, the bitch in the back. Quit acting tough. Bitch, you're not tough. Quit acting tough. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm like that for real. I was like, yeah, I'm like that. And meanwhile, the one driving, looking for something just to point it and not do nothing with it. Like, girl, like, you too old, too big to be pulling out a piece. It's 3 of y'all. It's one of me. I'm 5'2". I'm sure all of y'all are over 5'5". I could tell by how high y'all sit up in the seat. Like, what? You didn't have to pull out nothing. Nothing. That was insane. And I think what made her mad was I was like, you way too big for that.